Right. Students, we're going to continue with the chapter, The Great Stone Face. And what had we read in this chapter? Where was the stone face visible? Where was the face visible? It was on the cliff. It was on the side of the cliff, and the group of rocks were arranged in such a way naturally to resemble a face. And what did the people think? That there will one day come a person who would be the most noblest and kindest, and he would look like that face on the rocks, right? And so they were waiting for that day to come, and they were waiting for this to happen. Yes, so there will be a man of the same face, and yes, it was also believed that from the time when that appearance of the stone face had happened, there were good things happening in the valley. What was it? That the land was very fertile and they were all quite happy. Yes. So naturally the fertile land, having good crops and all, so it was there making everybody happy and blessed. So everybody is waiting, and Ernst, he would listen to this story from his mother. She had heard it from her mother, and from generation to generation, the story has passed, but no one has yet seen the man with the same face on the stone. So they're waiting for that to happen. Okay, right? And Ernst wants that this should happen when I am alive, because I want to meet that man. And he would look at the stone face, he would look at the rocks, and he would wait that when is that person going to come along. Now there were rumors that there's this man, he is, quite rich, and he is quite generous also, and he is going to come to this village, right? So everybody is waiting for this man to come, and his name was Gather Gold. He had become very rich. Okay, so Ernst was waiting for this to happen, and thinks a prophecy is going to come true. What is a prophecy? A prediction, right? A statement which is waiting for this to happen. Okay, so let's continue reading. And yes, let's start with who's going to read first? Okay, Manisha. Yes, you can start. Yes. Okay, come on, Manisha, let's start. Let's hear you. Kashish wants to start? Okay, Kashish, you start reading it. Yes, Kashish, come and start reading. Kashish, can you turn on your video? We can't hear you. We can't see you. Yes, start reading. Okay, sorry. Yeah, unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah. Ernest had been deeply stirred by the idea that the great man, the noble man, the man of prophecy, after so many ages of delay, was at length to be seen in his native valley. While the boy was still gazing up the valley one day and imagining that the great stone face returned his gaze, the noise of wheels was heard, and a crowd of people cried, "Here comes the great Mr. Gathergold." A carriage drawn by 4 horses dashed round the turn of the road. Within it, thrust partly out of the window, appeared the face of an old man with yellow skin, the very image of the great stone face. Shouted the people. "Sure enough, the great prophecy is true. Here we have the great man at last." And what greatly puzzled Ernest, they seemed actually to believe there that here was likeness which they spoke of. He turned away sadly from the wrinkled shrewdness of that unpleasant face, and gazed up the valley, where the stone face seemed to say, "He will come. Fear not, Ernest, the man will come."
Okay, very nice. Very good. Yes, good. Now, can someone tell me, was Ernest happy to see Mr. Gathergold? Was he disappointed? Raise your hand and give me the answer. Yes. Was he unhappy? Why was he unhappy? Yes, Shreyas, you can give me the answer.
He did not find the kindness in his face that he found in the stone face.
Okay. What else could be the reason? Yeah, why was he disappointed? Why was he disappointed? Right, he could not find the kindness in the face, and he did not think that he looked like that person. He did not look like the stone face. So he was a little bit disappointed, right? What's a gaze? What is gaze? Gazed up the valley. Gazed means to look up. What is shrewdness? What is shrewdness? Shrewdness means a clever person. Yes, a clever person. So that man did not look to be kind. He did not look to be a noble person, but he was like, I can say, seemed to be a clever person. And he's very rich. He's come here. When he came out of the carriage, Ernest is disappointed. And it seems the stone face was giving a message to him. What? That wait, the man will come. Don't worry. Okay, next, who wants to read next? Okay, Angel, yeah, you can unmute yourself and you can read.
The years went on, and the Ernest grew up to be a young man. He attracted little notice from inhabitants of the valley. They saw nothing remarkable in his way of life, except that when the labor of the day was over, he still loved to gaze upon the great stone face. Their idea was that this was a folly, but pardonable because Ernest was industrious, kind, and neighborly. They did not know that the great stone face had become a teacher to him, and that the sentiments which was expressed in it would enlarge the young man's heart and fill it with deeper sympathies than other hearts. They did not know that from this would come a better wisdom than could be learned from books. Neither did Ernest know that the thoughts which came to him so.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you. Yes. Can someone explain what does this mean here? Yes, Angel read very well. Ashish read very well. Yes. So can you tell me what this meant? Yes, Anshika. Where is Anshika? I can't see you. Where has she disappeared? There she is. Yes, Anshika, please explain. What was it that Ernest liked to do?
Though Ernst had grown up, he is a young man now, but still he loves to gaze at the stone face on the mountain.
Yes.
The stone face had become a teacher to him.
Yes. And what did the villagers think about this behavior? What did you think about this behavior?
The village.
Yes, the villagers. Yes. Anybody would like to answer? Very nice. So, Ernest used to look up at the stone face, and he used to look at the stone face for answers, for inspiration, for encouragement. And it seemed that the stone face was a teacher. The villagers were very surprised at this behavior. They thought that it is something wrong, a folly, a fault. But, right, it was pardonable. It could be excused because Ernest was a good boy. He was hardworking. He was a nice person. But they did not know that he would look at the stone face for encouragement, for inspiration. Yes. So face had become a very important part of Ernst's life, and he truly believed that one day a person like Stoneface would come, and he wanted to see that person, someone who's so noble and so kind. Yes, neither did Ernst know that the thoughts which came to him so naturally in the fields and at the firesides were of a higher tone than those which all men shared with him. So, right, it was much stronger. If people wanted to see the stone face, right, they were not as, desiring as Ernest. His thoughts were much more higher. His desire was much bigger than these men. A simple soul, simple as when his mother first told him the old story, he beheld the marvelous face looking down the valley and still wondered why its human likeness was so long in coming. What was Ernst waiting for? Right? So right from when he was a child, when his mother told him the story, so he was waiting and waiting for this man to come who had a resemblance to the stone face. And his belief was there. He had a much stronger, bigger belief than other men of his village. Okay? Who would like to read? Yes, next person. Who would like to read? Yes. Okay, yeah, it is Anshika. Okay, Anshika, unmute yourself, please. Continue reading. And then after this, Manisha.
By this time,
Yes.
By this time, poor Mr. Gatherhold was dead and buried. His wealth, which was the body and the spirit of his existence, had disappeared before his death. Since the melting away of his gold, it had been generally agreed that there was no great likeness, after all, between the ruined merchant and the majestic face upon the mountain.
Okay, thank you. Now, what had happened to Mr. Gathergold? According to Ernest, did he have a resemblance with the stone face? Did he have a resemblance? No. What had happened to all the gold that he had earned? He lost it. He spent it. It was lost. And when his gold was lost, people also started thinking that this man is not what? The great stone face, right? And yes, here, what do you think the people were right in believing, or do you think Ernest's thoughts about the great stone face were different from what the people believed? Right? So he believed someone who was kind, someone who would be concerned about the people, not someone who would come and show his riches, who would come and show his money, right? That was not the kind of person he wanted the stone face to be. Yes. Next, okay, Manisha, it's your turn. Are you there? Can you raise your hand so I can find you? Yeah, where are you, Manisha? I can't see you. Yes, okay, you can unmute yourself.
It so happened that another son of the valley had become a soldier many years before. After a great deal of hard fighting, he was now a famous commander. He was known on the battlefield by the name of Blood and Thunder. Old and tired now, he had lately expressed a desire to return to his native valley. The inhabitants, his old neighbors, and their grown-up children prepared to welcome the renowned commander. It was being said that at the last likeness of the great stone face had actually appeared. Great, therefore, was the excitement throughout the valley, and many people who had never once thought of glancing at the great stone face now spent much time in gazing at it, for the sake of knowing exactly how General blood and thunder looked.
Okay, thank you. Right, yes. So she has muted herself. Now, who was the next person to come to the village? Was that person, you can say from this village only? Or from the valley? Yes, so he was there from the valley, but he went away. He became a famous commander. He fought in many battles. He was a brave person, and because of his bravery, he became famous by the name of Blood and Thunder. So people were waiting with great excitement, right? They kept on looking at the stone face and kept on waiting for this brave person. And what was the quality of the person who had come before? What was the quality of Gathergold? What made him very famous? His riches. What made the general Blood and Thunder famous? His bravery. Okay, so the people are there waiting for him, right? So he is what? He is a brave person, right? So they want to see. They're very excited. Yes, next, would like to read? Anybody? What about the boys? What about the boys? Yes, Prableen. Okay, yes, you can unmute yourself, Prableen. You can read now.
On the day of Journal's arrival, Ernst and all the other people of the valley left their work and proceeded to the spot where a great banquet has been prepared. Soldiers stood on guard, flags were waved, and the crowd roared. Ernst was standing too far back to see the Blood and Thunder's face. However, he could hear several voices. "It's the same face, exactly," cried one man, dancing for joy.
Okay, thank you. And yes, so what was the behavior? How did they welcome the general? So there was a great banquet and the flags waving, everybody roaring and excited. And could Ernest see General's face? No, but someone told him that his face is like that. Right, who wants to read next? Yes, Vedanti, you can unmute yourself. Prableen can lower her hand. Yes, okay, yeah. Please continue.
Wonderfully like it, that's a fact, replied other. And why not? Cried a third. He's the greatest man of this or any other age, beyond a doubt. Ernst at last could see the journal's face, and in the same glance to the side, he could also see the great stone face. If there was such a likeness as the crowd proclaimed, Ernst could recognize it. Fear not, Ernst, said his heart, as if the great stone face was whispering to him. Fear not, Ernst, he will come.
Very nice. Okay, every one of you, you're all reading well. Yes, I would like to hear a few boys reading. Boys, be ready. It's going to be your turn next, okay? Right, the girls are saving the day. The girls are there saving the class. So was Ernest happy? Did he find a resemblance? Did he find a likeness? No. And he's wondering, all the villagers can see a similarity. Why can't I see it? And his heart is telling him, wait. Right? Don't worry. Fear not. Don't be afraid. That man will come. Right? Because what about Ernst? What kind of a person was he expecting to be? What was the prophecy? What kind of person would come? Very noble person, very kind person will come. Right? Okay. So again, Ernest is disappointed. Yes. Now look at the questions, please. Let's get the answers and quickly tell me here. The great stone face stood near where Ernst and his mother lived. Yeah, was it near? Okay, yeah, it was near. One could clearly distinguish the features of the stone face only from a distance. Only from a distance. Not from nearby. Yeah, Kashish Prajni, yes, only from a distance they could see, because only at a distance you could see that how the rocks are arranged and how they're making the shape of a face. Ernst loved his mother and helped her in her work? Did he? Was he a good boy? Was he a good son? Yes, he was. Okay. Though not very rich, Gathergold was a skillful merchant. He was rich. Gathergold was very rich. This is false. Yes. Gathergold died in poverty and neglect. Did he die in poverty? What had happened to him? He lost his money. And when he lost his money, the ruined merchant, right? So he lost his money and he died because, and the people did not find any kind of resemblance in him. The great stone face seemed to suggest that Ernest should not fear the general. Fear not, that don't be afraid of the general. That's what he's saying. No, he's saying, don't worry, right? There will be someone coming along the way, someone who looks like, so it's a false statement. Now, what was a great stone face? Yes, he said to keep his alive. So yes, he did die in poverty and neglect. People did not think him to be the stone face, and he had lost his money as quickly as he had earned it. He lost it. Ruined merchant, lost his money, right? His gold he had lost, the money that he had made over the period of time. What was a great stone face? Who's going to give me the answer? Yes, Angel has spoken. Let's give others a chance. Who's going to speak now? Who's going to give me the answer? What was a great stone face? Come on. Let me hear you. Anshika has also spoken. What are the boys? Boys? What's wrong with you? Can't I hear you? Right, so the rocks had been arranged by nature in such a way that they resembled a face. And that is why it was the great stone face. The face of rocks, the face made by rocks. Now, what did young Ernest wish when he gazed at it? What did he wish for? What did he wish for? That he should be alive. He should be here when that great person comes. What was the story attributed to the stone face? What was the prophecy related to it? Why had this face appeared? What would happen now this face has been, like, of course, yes, he wished that this person should come with a face like that, someone who's so kind and so caring and noble, right? And what was the story? That one day the person having the same face would come and he would be one of the noblest and kindest persons of all time. Now, what gave the people of the valley the idea that the prophecy was about to come true for the first time? When they heard about the water, Gathergold, the merchant, what made them think? Because the man had made a lot of money and he was going to come to help the villagers. But did he do that? No. He, like, of course, when he came here with so much of pride in a carriage and horses, and he looked very clever, and Ernest did not believe that he could be the great stone face. And yes, so they thought that this man would come and help and with his noble and kind nature, but he did not do that. He in fact lost his money, which he had earned. Did Ernest see in Gathergold the likeness of the stone face? No. Who did he confide in and how was he proved right? Who did he tell? Did he tell his mother? Did he tell the villagers? What did he do? Yeah, he did tell the villagers and all, but yes, but he was there and talking to the stone face only, right? Yes. And he was waiting for the prophecy to come true. So who did he talk to most of the time? What made people believe General Blood and Thunder was their man? Once again, because he had left the valley, he rose to great fame. He was a very, a brave commander, and he was known as General Blood and Thunder, and they thought that this is the man. What did Ernest conclude? Ernest compared the man's face with the stone face. What did he conclude? No, this is not the person. He could not find any likeness. Okay. Did you get the answers, all of you? Yeah. Now look at the words. Yes, here. Yes, he was a native of that valley. He's come back, and because he's become very brave general, he's been given so much of recognition, and that's why, right? So yes. Okay, now let's continue. Now look at the words like, likeness, punctual, punctuality. Left are adjectives and right is a noun. Can you write, make noun forms by adding NES or ITY to them? Lofty. What can we add to make it a noun? Lofty. Loftiness. Yes. Right. Able. Ability. Very good. Happy. Happiness. Near. Nearness. Noble. Nobility. Nobleness. Yes. Nobility. Okay. Enormous. Enormousness. Pleasant. Pleasantness. Dense. Denseness. Great. Greatness. Stable. Stability. Isn't it? Now add ly to each of the following adjectives. Perfect will become perfectly, nearly, kindly, pleasantly, eagerly. Yes. Can we complete the sentences here using these new words that we have made? Why did you turn up at the meeting? We all were dash waiting for you. Yes. Got lots of answers. We all were. Should be density or denseness. Density is also there. Denseness. Okay. Yes. We all were eagerly waiting for you. Write your name and address in capital letters. What can come over here? Kindly. Yes. Kindly write your name and address. I was surprised to see him at the railway station. I thought he was not coming. I was pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. It is perfectly believable that I am not responsible for this mess. He fell over the step and nearly broke his arm. Okay, so have you done the blanks? Done them? Yeah, absolutely correct. So make sure that you saw these questions on the book itself. And we'll just here write, oh, we have stories here. Read the story.